We've got another huge mock draft going down on the Warzone Sports Network on Saturday at 4 Pacific Standard Time, 7 Eastern Standard Time. So let's get some reps in. We got new teams, we got new picks, and the big one, trades are turned on. So it's going to be wild. You guys know. The only way we can get ready for it is with some practice, and that's what we're going to do in this video. But first, we're going to hit that intro. Thanks for the compliment on the haircut, by the way.
I gave you fair warning, beware. Smack him in the corner of the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Smack him in the mouth. I gave you fair warning, beware. Smack him in the mouth.
What is up, everyone? It is Mike on the mic of the most electrifying sports YouTube channel in the game today. I hope everyone's been great since the last time I saw you, which was about 3 days ago with the first practice reps for the mock draft. If you guys want to see that full mock draft, it's up on my page, the Mike on the Mic Sports Podcast YouTube channel, and the Warzone Sports Network channel page. If you want to see it exclusively live this Saturday, the 2.0 mock draft with trades and everything enabled and the new teams that I have, you gotta head over to the Warzone Sports Network. I co-founded it. It's amazing. I promise you will not regret subscribing over there. Also, while you're here, if you're not subscribed already, I've noticed that we've been getting a lot of views on these videos. They're doing very well, and I'm very thankful for it. When we get 2,000 views on a video, we have 500 subscribers. Please take the 2 seconds to help my dreams come true. We're halfway on the road to 1,000 subscribers by tapping that subscription button and a little notification bell next to it so you're alerted every time we post a new video. If you drop a comment after subscribing that says I subscribed or I've already been subscribed, I will respond and we can go back and forth and have a little discussion. I respond to every comment to the best of my ability, but especially if you subscribe to the channel. So go ahead and do it real quick before we move on. I'll give you a sec. Jeopardy. Aaron Rodgers, host. What you guys think? Anyways, here are my teams, the teams that I'll be drafting for in this mock draft, the teams I'm going to be practicing with on this video, and the teams I'll be drafting with on Saturday, April 17th at 4 Pacific Standard Time, 7 Eastern Standard Time on the Warzone Sports Network YouTube channel live. Wow, that was pretty good. I'm getting pretty good at saying this stuff. Anyways, here are my teams, the picks that I was randomly given, different from last time, and some interesting situations. You know, we got the 49ers at 3. What are they going to do there? Are they going Justin Fields or are they going Mac Jones? What am I going to do there? I'm going to kind of do a blend of the two, especially in these practice reps, because I think I'm going to have the choice of all those quarterbacks other than Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence. Then at 6, we're going to be drafting for the Miami Dolphins. So we'll see what happens there. Dolphins are building a very underrated squad there in Miami. And then we're going to be picking at 9 for the Denver Broncos. I'm a Chargers fan, my arch rival Denver Broncos. But the Denver Broncos draft situation is one that I'm probably watching the closest out of all the teams in the NFL, because I'm not sure what they're going to do if they can't get their hands on their quarterback. And which quarterback do they want if they do get their hands on their quarterback. Hi. Love you. Then we got to wait a little while with the Pittsburgh Steelers pick at 24, and then immediately at 26, we're going to be drafting for the Cleveland Browns. Excited for it. Without further ado, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. So here we go. Our first pick is with the San Francisco 49ers at 3. I'm going to go ahead and start the draft. Last time I moved a little too quick with the computer picks, so I slowed it down a little bit. I hope it's not too slow. If it's too slow, then I'm going to have to do a lot of editing to speed it up, but not speed up my voice. That will be awkward. Let's hope that doesn't happen. So here we go. Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock making a selection. Of course, they take Trevor Lawrence. Let's see how fast. Oh, we got a trade offer. Trades are involved in this, by the way, and I am allowed to offer trades if I want to offer some trades. We're getting an offer from Atlanta to move up. I don't think this would happen in real life, and I don't want to move out of this pick after trading 3 first-round picks for it, especially when they're only offering 1 first-round pick. So, no, we're not going to take that. We're on the clock here with San Francisco. Of course, Trevor Lawrence and Trey Lance went at the... What? What? Trey Lance went at 2 overall? It just doesn't add up to me. So Zach Wilson's on the board here. Would this ever happen in real life? I don't think so. I think Zach Wilson's a lock to go to the New York Jets at number 2 overall. But hey, this is practice, and someone is using the Jets. There is a person that is going to draft for the Jets that is not an NFL GM, and he may pass up on Zach Wilson and take Trey Lance, especially if he's aggressive and he wants to throw a wrench in the rest of the mock draft. That's what all these mock drafts are for. They're a lot of fun. This is a ton of fun. So in this situation, Zach Wilson falls to the San Francisco 49ers. Unbelievable. Anyways, I really think that the debate here is between Justin Fields and Mac Jones. At least that's the reported debate for the 49ers at 3. I was going to take Justin Fields with this pick, but now that they took Trey Lance, came out of left field, and it is the Jets, so who knows what could happen. I'm going to go ahead and take Zach Wilson. If Zach Wilson falls to the 49ers, it may be worth those 3 first-round picks. Still to be told, but I think Zach Wilson is up there with Lawrence as far as talent in this draft. I just think he needs a little bit more time to develop his game than Lawrence probably needs to get NFL ready. Give me Zach Wilson at 3. Absolute steal. So since Justin Fields is still on the board, I am actually going to go ahead and sit back with this Denver number 9 pick. I don't think any of these teams are going to be taking quarterback. We might be able to get Justin Fields at 9 without having to trade anything. Speaking of trades, we're getting an offer for this Miami pick from Carolina. They're trying to move up a few picks here. We're going to get a first-round pick at number 8 overall. And a 3rd-round pick here this year and a 7th next year for just this 6th pick. Let's see here. We got another offer from the Dallas Cowboys who are offering to move up to 6. I wonder what their idea is here. They're offering the 10th overall pick and a 2nd-round pick this year for this number 6 pick. So we're going to decline that one because this is a better offer. We're only moving back 2 picks, and we acquire a 3rd and a 7th. I mean, really, just a 3rd's all I would want here. But getting a free 3rd just to move back 2 picks when you're a team like the Miami Dolphins, who are probably looking for just the best player available. They're in a situation here where they can do it. If I close this, I'm not sure if it's going to decline or not. We're going to close it and see if we can see what the draft board looks like to this point. So here we go. Trevor Lawrence went, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, then the Atlanta Falcons stick there at 4. They don't trade out and draft Kyle Pitts. Jamar Chase goes to the Cincinnati Bengals. That's someone the Dolphins could be eyeing. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it to move back. I think that all the teams that are trying to move up here are probably trying to get Penei Sewell. So I think I'm going to go ahead and stay put and draft Penei Sewell. I don't know if he's worth a 3rd-round pick because that's all we'd really be gaining in that trade. So give me Penei Sewell right here at pick number 6. If Sewell was off the board and Jamar Chase was off the board, I would have thought about moving back 2 picks here with Carolina, just get a free 3rd-round pick and possibly draft one of these defensive players or Jalen Waddle anyways. Possibly even Rashawn Slater at 8 overall if Sewell and Chase were gone. But Sewell's right here. I like Sewell to the Dolphins here. I think they should be drafting best player available. Why not protect your young quarterback in Tua Tagovailoa? We're going to take Sewell, and the draft's going to keep moving on, so let's see what happens from here. Our next pick's going to be at 9 with the Broncos. So we get Sewell. Let's see what the Lions do. They take Rashawn Slater. Carolina took Patrick Surtain. So good thing for them. We got some trade offers from the Bears and another team probably trying to move up and nab up Justin Fields exactly as I expected it to go once I saw Trey Lance go at 2 overall to the New York Jets. Justin Fields falls all the way to the Denver Broncos here. This is a dream scenario for them if either Justin or Trey Lance fall all the way to them. It really comes down to Atlanta. If Atlanta doesn't trade out of this pick, I think Denver can stay where they're at and get either Mac Jones, Justin Fields, or Trey Lance. Probably either Fields or Lance if the 49ers go Jones at number 3 overall. But anyway, this is a dream scenario. The biggest need for the Broncos is quarterback in this draft. And they really have a roster and a young roster that's going to compete in the next couple of years. So give me Justin Fields here. I love it. Mac Jones is still on the board as well, but I think Justin Fields is the easy choice over him. Something I was planning on doing at 3 with the 49ers. So here we go. J.C. Horn goes to the Cowboys. The Giants end up getting another weapon in Jalen Waddle. Let's see what my Chargers do. Devontae Smith to the Eagles. Christian Darrisaw, that's someone I can see the Chargers actually getting in real life. Vera Tucker, I have seen going to the Vikings in almost every mock draft. Mac Jones falls all the way to the Patriots here at 15. And we're on the clock at 18. I don't have this pick in real life. I only have the 6th pick with Miami. Someone else has this 18th pick. But anyways, our next actual pick is going to be with the Pittsburgh Steelers at 24. Let's see how this unfolds. Micah Parsons slides all the way to Washington here. The Titans are actually asking us to move up in the draft to 22, and they're basically giving it to us for free. They want us to give up a 7th round pick and a 1st round pick to move up 2 spots to the Tennessee Titans spot. I'm going to go ahead and accept this because I think the Steelers need to look at a couple different positions, and I can't see the draft board. That's the one thing I don't like about this site, but I assume there are people available. So we move up 2 spots with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now we're on the clock at 22 instead of 24. Biggest need here for the Steelers is corner. They could use offensive tackle, running back, or even linebacker. And you see here you got the edge rusher still sitting here on the board. All 3 of them. Ojulari, Phillips, and Kwity Paye all still available here at pick 22. Super shocked that the Tennessee Titans didn't go ahead and take one of those 3 guys, but here we are. We moved up 2 spots, and we can go ahead and pick who we want. And I think the choice is easy. I think Caleb Farley may have the highest upside amongst cornerbacks in this draft class. The injury concerns are really what have him sliding on a lot of draft boards, and the injury concerns have him sliding to us here at 22. But without those injury concerns, Caleb Farley is the second or best corner in this draft class, and he would go top 10, top 15 at the very minimum. With as good as Mike Tomlin is as a coach and as good as the Steelers have been historically at finding defensive players, I think they can afford to take the risk here on Caleb Farley at 22, move up 2 picks. You think the Jets or the Titans may have a shot at getting him here, and the Titans are trying to trade with us again. Here we go. The Titans are trying to trade for our Cleveland Browns pick now, trying to move back 2 more picks, but this time they want a 4th. They want to swap 4th round picks and swap 1st round picks. So we lose 16 picks in the 4th round, but we gain 2 picks in the 1st round. Again, I don't know who's available, but I know who I want with the Cleveland Browns. I want Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I think the Browns are a linebacker away from being a really, really complete football team. So I'm going to accept this trade and move up to 2 spots with Tennessee again and move up to 24. Let's see if Owusu-Koramoah is still on the board. I'm not 100% certain that he didn't get taken by the Jets here, but I don't know. I don't know what the Jets are thinking at 23, and especially in this simulation, the Jets passed on Zach Wilson at number 2 overall. So they did take Jalen Phillips with that number 23 pick. Sweet. Perfect. Score. Yes. Which means I can get my guy out of Notre Dame. I can get the guy that I want to go to the Cleveland Browns in real life, that I want to go to the Cleveland Browns in the mock draft on Saturday at 4 Pacific time, 7 Eastern time on the Warzone Sports Network live in front of the whole world. I can get Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah to the Cleveland Browns, which I think is the perfect fit for him. And it actually came true in the first Warzone mock draft. Whoever was using the Cleveland Browns took the guy that I want to go to the Cleveland Browns, and I think this is where they can get him. So there you go. We get Koramoah, and that's actually our last pick. Unless we want to trade back into the 1st round with the San Francisco 49ers pick. Why not? Let's do it. The 49ers got Zach Wilson to slide to them at 3 overall. Let's trade back into the 1st round. The Titans love us. The Titans keep on moving back. We're going to make one more draft pick just for funsies. Will this happen in real life? I have no idea, but let's see what the 49ers can get at 26 overall with the trade back in to the 1st round. I thought the Browns were going to be my last pick. Apparently not, and this could happen in the mock draft on Saturday at 4 Pacific Standard Time, 7 Eastern Time on the Warzone Sports Network, live in front of the whole world. So here we go. 49ers trade back in. This is actually a good idea. I'm going to try and pull this off with one of my teams. Trade into the 1st round for another pick. And man, how tempting is it? How tempting is it to take my guy, Azeez Ojulari, right here with this pick? This man is an absolute beast. If you have not seen Azeez's tape, pull it up and look it up and watch it and be amazed. He is a hulk of a human running around out there. The 49ers don't need edge. But the 49ers don't really need anything specific here. We got the quarterback with the 3rd overall pick. We kind of want to just draft best player available. I could see us possibly getting a guard here, but there really isn't any guards. It's not like Vera Tucker is sitting right here. It's not like one of those guys are sitting right here that we could pick up and have a starting quality guard here in the 1st round. If the 49ers trade up, they're making a big move, and I personally think that Ojulari is the best edge rusher in this draft class, and I think he's going to be a really, really, really top-notch edge rusher. Pairing up with Nick Bosa and Eric Armstead makes this D-line one of the best maybe we might have ever seen, but definitely the best in football right now. Give me Azeez. So the 49ers trade back in. Let's see if we get any other options to trade back in with some of these teams. Kwity Paye goes to Baltimore right after Azeez. That's interesting. Christian Barmore to Green Bay. That would be a good fit for him. And that's it. So you see how chaotic it can get when the trades are enabled and the trades are turned on in these mock drafts. It's kind of funny because it seems like there was trades all over the draft except for at the number 4 spot, where there's almost for sure going to be a trade on draft day if the Falcons want to move back a little. And someone wants to come in here and get one of those quarterbacks. They're going to get a haul for it. It should start a bidding war, and the Falcons are smart. Then they're going to play off of that. Anyways, reviewing some of our picks, we somehow got Zach Wilson at number 3 overall. Not very realistic there. Penei Sewell, I really could see him going to Miami if the Cincinnati Bengals pass on him, and I don't think the Dolphins are going to hesitate to pick him up at number 6 if the Bengals do pass on him. Then we had the Denver Broncos at 9. We picked up Justin Fields, who slid all the way to 9. That would be an absolute steal dream scenario for the Denver Broncos. They probably are in the sweepstakes to move up to 4. Along with a couple other teams like the Patriots, for example. Then our next pick was all the way down here at 22. We actually moved up and grabbed Caleb Farley. Just locked it in, made sure that we got him since he fell this far. Steelers really need a cornerback here, especially with Stevie Nelson on his way out the door. It just makes their depth at corner even worse. Then at 24, we moved up 2 slots again with the Cleveland Browns and got Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I think this dude's going to be a stud, and I think this is exactly what the Cleveland Browns need at this spot. We could have waited a couple picks, but who knows if he would have gotten to 26. Then we traded back into the first round, San Francisco 49ers. Real aggressive here by Mike Shanahan, a.k.a. Mike on the mic, not Mike on the Shanahan. Azeez Ojulari, edge rusher from Georgia, is a San Francisco 49er. I would definitely give up a second and a third round pick to come up and grab this kid. I think he is uber talented. I think in most drafts he would be a top 10 pick, but because this thing is so loaded with quarterbacks, so loaded with wide receivers, so loaded with offensive tackles, you see him slide all the way to 26 like this. I don't think he gets outside the first round still in real life. I don't know if the 49ers or anyone would be aggressive enough to come in here at the end of the first round and grab him. Chargers, if you want to do it, I'm a fan of it. Go ahead and do it. And then that was the last pick of this draft. So I'm actually going to be real aggressive in this draft on Saturday, just like we were in the pretend practice run. Oh, that's all from me, just getting some reps in like we did last week. We did very well in that draft. That draft is up on both this channel, Mike on the Mic, and the Warzone Sports Network channel. If you want to see this full mock draft live on the Warzone Sports Network, we're very interactive with the comments, very interactive with all of you that are tuning in live. We sustained about a 20-person live viewership for the first one, which is exceeding expectations by a mile for what we expected. So it was just a ton of fun. Everyone commenting, everyone chiming in on each pick. There's 7 drafters. I am one of the 7 drafters, so I will be making these picks that you saw on this video. I highly doubt it's going to roll out the way it rolled out in this draft. But anyways, yeah, 4 Pacific Standard Time, 7 Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, April 17th on the Warzone Sports Network, live in front of the millions and millions of everyone watching around the world. I hope I see you there. Let me know what you think of these picks. Is this what you would do if these situations came up, such as Zach Wilson falling to the 49ers at number 3 overall, or would you go a different direction? I'm excited to see what you guys say in the comments section. One last time, help my dreams come true. 2 seconds, hit that subscription and notification bell, and then comment I subbed, and I will be responding very shortly. I'm going to try and respond within 5 minutes every time someone leaves a comment. Let's see if I can keep that pace up. Is that all the cheap plugs? I think it is. Wait! If you're craving more content from me, you'll always know. Mike and the Mic Sports across the board, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter now, and Facebook. Daily sports content is posted up on all of those platforms. Put a ton of work into it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you one last time. I'm Mike on the mic, and this is me saying, until next time.
I gave you fair warning, beware.
I'll smack him in the mouth.
I gave you fair warning, beware.
I'll smack him in the mouth.
I gave you fair warning, beware.
I'll smack